As I stepped into the ballot box last year, I found myself asking a question that you may have asked before too. Who are these people? Why are they running? On this show, I hope to answer those questions for you and for me. I'm going to be covering only local politics. Why only local? Because national politics is broken and I can't fix that. But maybe I can make a difference here in Greene County. I'm Levi Kirby, and this is Man Without a Party. Our first race, Greene County Commissioner. So, Bob, welcome to the show, and tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, and why you're running for Greene County Commissioner.
Well, first, good morning, Levi.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Bob Stone, and I'm on the ballot this year for County Commission in March. I've lived in Greene County the majority of my life, all but a few years early on. And this has become home, obviously. I graduated Beavercreek High School. I went to the Army from here and came back, and my wife and I had raised a family here. And I have continued my entire career life to give back to the community in some way or another, whether it be just elected officials positions or whether it be volunteer positions. One of the things I really enjoy doing is driving the senior bus for the senior center. And there's some good stories I can tell about that if we get time. But I've always felt that this county has been good to me, and some people give back because they would donate their time at a church. Some donate their time at charities. In local government, it doesn't pay enough to think it's anything other than volunteer. And so that's what I've held office for 20 years, off and on. And those are how I gave back to my community. So, and that's why we're here today, because I'm not finished giving back. And so I want to move forward with that.
What is something you were looking forward to that is specific to Greene County, whether development or anything like that, that you see as a challenge moving forward for the county? And then something that you're looking forward to that's positive?
Well, I think just about everything's positive. I mean, Greene County is moving, in my mind, in the right direction already. They've undertaken some great projects with the water improvements. They're taking on a new jail. And those are probably two of the top items that we've needed for a long time. And I'm so happy that they've done that, and I want to be able to make sure that it gets completed. So those two things I'm definitely looking forward to, and so pleased that they're already underway. Do I have things that I think need to be looked at? Of course. County has an excess of money, and it's sitting there in a pool in a rainy day fund, so to speak. And we have people now paying their property tax this month, and they're saying, wow, look at the price of my house is costing me for property tax. And so maybe we need to look at that rainy day fund and see if we can't alleviate just a little bit of that property tax. If you can put $100 back in the pockets of a family, it's not a lot of money, but it is money that they can enjoy. They will invest in the community, whether it's going out to dinner a couple times, whatever it might be. But there needs to be a way, and it might be that it's more than that per household. But I want to investigate how the best way is to spend that money. And I don't mean spend it, use that money. We do have infrastructure projects we're going to have to address. The east end of the county, over around Jamestown, when the Honda plant is completed, there are going to be infrastructure issues that are going to need more than just what the locals can afford to pay. And to me, that's what the county does. The county is sort of like the overseer of the entire region, and you have your cities, your villages, your townships, and they sometimes need a little assistance. And that's where I want to be able to judge that and say, okay, I think we can help you out a little bit here. I've already been asked about a couple projects, and of course, obviously the infrastructure out towards Jamestown, but also the interchange at Wilmington and 675 is that's getting to be a safety hazard. Now, is it something that it's correct for the county to invest in? I'm not sure yet, but I certainly want to look into it and see if it's a worthwhile project that we can assist with. But all in all, I think the county provides a great service. I know Xenia, for instance, where we're at today, they have their own water and sewer and their own building inspection. Well, Beavercreek and a lot of the rest of the county share services from the county. We use county water, we use county building inspection, we use county sewer, and so we need to all work together. And so my goal is to be out there talking to people. That's what I think I do best, is mingle and find out what your needs are, listen, and then listen a little more.
Anything that I haven't covered yet that you'd like to talk about? Maybe driving that senior bus?
Well, I'll tell you a funny little story, but I've been driving for about 10 years. Well, 8 of those years I was mayor. And we drive around, and we always have an escort. And the escort sometimes thinks it's impressive to say that the mayor's driving the bus. And most of the time the passengers, oh, wow, that's nice. But this one passenger just could not believe that the mayor would be driving a bus. That just didn't make any sense. And so we're driving down the road, and we're going by. You can see my house from where we're driving. And I was telling my escort, I said, now there's my house over there. That's where I live. And the passenger lady says, no, it's not. I said, that's the mayor's house. So here's a constituent who knows where I live, but doesn't recognize me as an individual. And in one way, it's a really funny, and the other way, it's a little sad that we're not communicating well enough that they would recognize me in the first place. But I have a ball with that, and so do the seniors. All appreciate that service, and they get a little thrill when the mayor drives them around. But there's, what I bring to the table is decades of experience and decades of building connections. Beavercreek is the 23rd largest city in the state, and so we sit in a board called the Ohio Mayors Alliance, and that's the 30 largest cities in the state. They get together and they try to decide what is best for the state to do and try to lobby, so to speak, to the state to get these things done. So the 30 largest cities, all the mayors, we get together about quarterly in person generally, and monthly or less by phone. But that is an area where I'll tell another little story. When we had our tornado, we were having trouble getting some of the utilities turned off rapidly enough. And because of those connections that I had made, one of the mayors that was in the group got hired by the governor to be on his staff. And so I said, well, let me pick up the phone. So I called Columbus, and they said, give me a minute. Within 5 minutes, the CEO of the utility called and said, what is it you need now? And so it was instant. But I've been building those connections, whether it be at the state level, whether it be at the county level. I know all the county commissioners. I've known them for years. I've worked with them. The local mayors, Xenia Mayor, Beavercreek Mayor, Fairborn Mayor, and Riverside Mayor, we have lunch on a monthly basis. And so we stay together and stay in touch that way. We have the Greater Dayton Mayors and Managers Association, which is all the mayors and managers up and down the Miami Valley. They're just, I want to bring those connections. I want to bring the insight that I have, the tools that I have. I believe I'm a team builder. I did that while I was in Vietnam. I had to do that. You don't survive by yourself. You have to rely on other people. You have to learn to be smart. You have to learn to act decisively very quickly. But most important, you have to be a team builder and make sure the job gets done in a safe way. So I consider myself a team builder. One of the things that I do, and next month is actually the 86th event. I do what's called a First Thursday. And the first Thursday of every month, with the exception of January and July because of the holidays, I have a host that'll host a First Thursday event, and it's called What's New in Your World. And people get together, and normally it's a crowd of about 75, sometimes more, that come from all walks of life, from elected office, from defense contractors, to the military, to social groups and churches. But we all get together and everybody has an opportunity to say what's new in their world. And I've been told, and I've not been part of the deal, but I've been told there have been some very big dollar deals made at these between defense contractors and somebody else. There have been people that have gotten jobs because they've attended. But that is what I do. I try to bring people to the table, bring people together. You don't act alone in life. You have to have support. And again, another Vietnam lesson. I grew up in a family with 6 kids, and I was the oldest. And so guess what the oldest one gets to do? The oldest one has to chauffeur all the young ones around. The oldest has to solve all the little problems and the bickering. So I've been what I consider myself as a leader and negotiator all my life almost. And that's what I'm not finished. The only reason I'm not trying or did not try to stay at the city as mayor is because of term limits. I was not finished. I still have a lot to give, and I want to continue that effort here at county level.
And last of all, what do you love most about Greene County?
The people. And I'll tell you, I experienced that when we had our tornado in 2019. I mean, we all walk up and down the street and drive the roads and we see the people. And it's a wonderful county. But to see the people come out of the woodwork, and I'm sure they did back in 1974 when Xenia had his tornado. But to see the people react to a need is just absolutely amazing. And so I enjoy the people. And, all the amenities that the governments offer, that's icing on the cake. But the people are what make the community. People make the county. So that's what I appreciate most.
All right, thanks for joining me, Bob.
Well, Levi, I appreciate it.
Hi, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to hear the candidates speak for themselves. Please check out the other interviews in the series. More will be on the way soon. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends for more content like this. It helps support local journalism and keeps you informed on what's going on in Greene County. If you would like to see a candidate interviewed or a subject in local politics covered, leave a comment below. We can't make any promises, but we would love to hear your suggestions. Thanks.